Hi, it's your girl Kalia Hall Raleigh here, your real estate investing coach. And I wanted to make a video for you talking more about a success formula for doing your first deal. And so the first one is, some of these you may have heard before, but I kind of want to break it down for you. So the first one is setting your intention. And you definitely want to be clear about your intention. So if your intention is to actually, let's say I know I don't want to take a lot of risks, I don't have credit, I don't have a lot of money, and I say, okay, well, in the next 90 days, I want to actually wholesale real estate. I want to do one wholesale deal. So I'm clear about my intention. I know that I want to do it within the next 90 days, and I know that I want to do it where I live. So let's say I say, okay, I want to do a wholesale deal within the next 90 days in Washington, D.C., and this is the neighborhood that I'm focusing on. I can start with that, and then I want to kind of identify anything that comes up. So if I'm working towards that and I start having some fears, well, where are these fears coming from? What is the root of my fear? And so sometimes what I find is that a lot of times self-worth comes into play, because sometimes people don't feel like they deserve to actually invest in real estate, or they don't deserve extra money. So sometimes we need to identify those fears and then kind of work on getting rid of those fears, working through those fears, and changing our story in reference to money. So if I feel like, let's say, I don't deserve money, or self-worth, I don't deserve to have money, then I need to change my story and get to the root of why it is I feel like I don't deserve money. So then that way, when I'm working on my intention, I'm working on my goal, then I'm not working in opposition to whatever it is that I'm trying to accomplish. So again, you want to set your intention, and you want to take action. So within that next 90 days, you can break it down. And normally what I do when I'm working with my students is I start, okay, well, what are you going to do every day? Or how many days are you going to work? How many hours are you going to work? And what is it that you're actually going to do that's going to help you to accomplish that 90-day goal? So we break that all the way down into daily tasks, weekly tasks, and then, of course, monthly tasks to get to that 90 days, to make sure that within that timeline, I'm able to actually accomplish whatever my goal is. So I normally help with breaking that down. And I would break it down by the day. And again, observing what days you're not going to work, what days you are going to work, and how many hours are you willing to put into it. And again, this is for people who are looking to wholesale, because, of course, if you're looking to wholesale real estate, then that also includes looking for motivated sellers. So, of course, in that, you may need to have some time to actually go. Let's say you want to go to the courthouse and get motivated sellers, so you have to have time for that. Or you may decide that you want to buy a list, which will save you time. So it's either time, or you've got to spend some money to accomplish this goal. So again, if you're going to call sellers, you can call them directly, or you're going to send letters, so you're going to do direct mail. So you kind of need to decide, when you're breaking down your action items, what is it that you're going to do to actually help you to accomplish your goal. And again, one thing that I want to add is that, you need to make sure that whatever you're doing is actually going to be in alignment with you. So what you decide that you're going to do for yourself may not be the same as someone else. So someone else may not mind going out and knocking on doors to actually find motivated sellers, or let's say canvassing a neighborhood. Whereas for you, you know that you're not going to go do that. So there's no reason for you to say, okay, well, I'm going to go knock on doors. Maybe you need to find something that's going to be in alignment with you, so that you can make sure that when you're working on your task, you're not in resistance to whatever your goal is. Because let's say you hate it. You hate knocking on doors. So again, making sure that whatever tasks you identify are going to be things that's in alignment with you, that make you feel good, so that you can actually accomplish your goals. So the next one I want to say is basically practicing self-love. So self-love is another big one, because when you're doing this, you may get some rejection. And so you want to actually celebrate your mini wins. So if you have like little things that, let's say you get an appointment, you want to celebrate that and feel good about it. So then that way you're not looking at, let's say my 90-day goal is to wholesale real estate, and then I get discouraged because I feel like, okay, I'm on the 50th day, I haven't done anything yet, I haven't wholesale real estate. But if if you're practicing you're celebrating your mini wins, then that way it helps you to keep your momentum going so that you can feel good about what you're doing. So that's another tip about just practicing self-love. You could say, okay, I've done a mini win. I want to treat myself to a dinner somewhere, or I want to go out with my family and friends, things like that. But definitely you want to celebrate, so then that way, again, you can keep your momentum up and feel good about what you're doing. And another one is you want to be open to receiving. So if someone says that they can help you, be open to receiving help. Maybe it's just you need someone to go watch your child while you go on your appointment. But just be open to receiving help. Maybe someone says that they're going to show you how to do something. But again, being open to receiving, because when you're open to receiving, then that means that you have more to give to everybody else. So it kind of keeps that flow, the energy flow going. But definitely you should be open to receiving, and then also being grateful. So again, when you're looking at your mini wins and everything that you're going through, you can also identify things that are coming into your life that you're grateful for, because this will actually help and keep things flowing so that you're able to reach your 90-day goal here. And so I kind of just wanted to go in and talk about this because, the biggest one is once you set your intention, you know that you're taking your actions. The biggest thing that comes up for most people is just identifying their fear. So we kind of went over that one. But again, those fears can be deeply rooted because, again, a lot of times what I see is that people don't feel like they're worthy, or maybe they have issues in reference to money. Maybe they're required to spend some money to reach this goal. So if you think about it, if you're looking to wholesale real estate, let's say you're looking to make $10,000 to $15,000, right? Well, you may have to send out some mailers or get somebody. Maybe you need to pay for a mentor, invest in a mentor, and invest in yourself in order to reach that end goal. So again, rewriting any stories that you keep telling yourself, making sure that you keep your thoughts positive. That's another one that I didn't mention here, but making sure that your thoughts are positive so that, when you're going through this, you may be using affirmations that you want to set for yourself. Maybe you have some affirmations that you want to set for yourself so that you can start to internalize what it is that you're doing into your subconscious mind. Because again, when you're trying something new, you may feel like, oh, I can't do this. Those are not words that you want to use. You want to stay away from those words and use words that solidify what you are doing. So I am a real estate investor. I am doing my first deal. So again, you want to keep reaffirming what it is that you want and focus on those things rather than focusing on what you don't want. And another thing is, if you're wholesaling, I can't stress enough that you will need to take time out from your work. So like, let's say you have a 9-to-5, you have kids, things like that. You will need to set time aside to actually look for deals. So again, spending time, maybe you're going to canvass your neighborhood, maybe you're driving for dollars, whatever it is, but you will need to spend time on it. If you're not willing to spend time on it, the next best thing may be maybe you just want to work with a real estate agent and just get you a rental and find a property to rent out, Airbnb or something. So maybe that's something that you want to focus on. So definitely, again, you want to make sure that whatever you're doing is in alignment with your lifestyle. Because maybe it looks good. Maybe you see somebody else that's flipping real estate. You got a coworker, they're flipping real estate. Okay, and maybe they have somebody that's going to manage the project for them. Whereas for you, you may know, okay, I don't have time for this. Well, who's going to manage the project for you if your goal is to flip real estate? So again, figuring out what it is your goal, what is it that you're trying to accomplish. You want to set your intention. You want to take action. You want to practice gratitude, be open to receiving. And then again, you want to celebrate your wins and practice some self-love. So please don't forget those tips. And if you have anything else that you'd like for me to discuss, you're not on this live right now, just go ahead and drop it in the comments. And again, I also want to mention that I'm going to actually be doing a case study. So for those of you who want to actually learn real estate, because I've gotten this request in the past plenty of times, and I was running my academy where I'm actually helping people through deals. But for those of you who know that you kind of want to get a taste and you're not really sure if this is what you want to do, I am going to be offering a case study where I'm going to just help you with the beginning stages of what they consider to be a property scout. So I'm offering a case study on that. And if you feel like you'd be interested, go ahead and just say below this video, say case study. Okay, and enjoy your day. Bye-bye.